Hi everybody. I wanted to make a video today while I play my makeup, and I wanted to make a video about Trisha Paytas. It's some pretty cold tea at this point, but you guys still love me, right? And I've already sort of done my makeup, and I can't say that I actually know what I'm doing, but I try. A girl tries, right? So what do I have today going on with the makeup? I'll show you. We have, oh yeah, so I am sort of obsessed with, oh, what is it? It was like Chanel's summer, sort of like all natural line, and I'm going to butcher this because I'm not bilingual. I'm just a grody American. The Lumeris Naturales line or whatever. That's pretty cool. This is like an eyeshadow thing, and yeah, you know, pretty, kind of all natural little selection there, maybe. I don't know. And then they have a bronzer, or it's like a contouring kit. It's also Chanel. It's from the same line. Don't like it as much. It's okay. The problem with like more expensive makeups is that they're just really subtle, which you think would be a good thing given how pale all of this is, but it actually isn't. You really have to build up with this stuff, and I just feel like you're not really getting, you know, the bang for your buck. We all know how I get my bang for my buck. No, we don't. I do it legally. So anyway, I wanted to make a video today talking about the whole Trisha Paytas scandal. I am holding my camera horizontally this time because people were complaining. So if I look over this way or that way, you can't judge me because I'm doing my best, you know? Sorry. But anyway, so, and I'm gonna just be kind of like, I don't know, having some fun. I've already obviously done somewhat of a face of makeup, but I'm just gonna like, you know, go in and touch some shit up. You know, I got some shit going on here. You know, some bags under my eyes, probably need to touch that up a little bit. And you know what? People are gonna, this is gonna be cringeworthy, but bitch is using her ring finger for this shit. You know why you use your ring finger? Why? Why, Lady V? Why do you use your ring finger? Probably you know this already because you've watched like, you know, 27 million beauty vlogs or whatever. But actually your ring finger gives you the most consistent pressure as you're pushing down your makeup. Although you're not really supposed to do that anyway, but I'm a rebel. But anyway, so your ring finger actually helps because you're not going to be using, like, you're not going to have inconsistencies with the pressure of which you're applying your makeup with. The more you know. That could be completely made up. That's just what I heard on the street, you know? But I don't really watch beauty vlogs. I probably should because this probably looks like a train wreck. But that's okay. We're learning. We're learning. We're having fun. We're having fun. So anyway, back to what I was, you know, like totally trying to like think about talking about here. So the Trisha Paytas stuff. Well, I have a lot to say about that. Okay, if you don't know who Trisha Paytas is, she's like a big deal YouTube vlogger on here. And, okay, the thing is that she's done a lot of trolling type videos. So she's come out as like gay, you know, when we don't really know if she is. She's just done a lot of trolling type of videos that a lot of people thought were sort of uncouth, okay? And I get it. So we don't really know, you know, out the gate, we don't really know if we can trust Trisha. But then she comes out with a video saying that she is a trans man. So that doesn't really help. So it's sort of like a mucky area, a muddy sort of, you know, kind of backdrop, shall we say, with the Trish. Okay, we don't really quite know if we can trust the Trish. You know what I mean? I don't really know. Quick, hold on. Okay, for everyone that like wears drugstore makeup, I don't know if this is just like the CVS's locally here in like the Detroit, Michigan area, but there is actually a line. It's called Milani. And like they make like contouring stuff, highlighters. This is a Afterglow Luminescence. It's a highlighter. And they also make some brow stuff. It actually is pretty good. I know. Like I think it was like, you know, this highlighter. Although the problem is that I broke it. I dropped it. But I think it was like $10. And I mean, that has a lot of like that's a lot of luminescence in it, whatever that is. So I would, if you can find this brand at your local drugstore, I would give it a whirl. Why not? Back to Trish. So, here's the thing. So she came out with this video and she was talking about how she is a trans man. Now, the problem is that a lot of people, especially in the community, are a little pissed off because of the way she came, sort of the way she approached the video. Her initial video was sort of like lighthearted, you know, like I'm a trans man because I have penis envy, or I'm a trans man because I like to dress in men's clothes. I'm a trans man because I think I'm a drag queen, meaning that she thinks she's a gay trans man who's attracted to other men and likes to perform like a drag king. Cool, whatever. It was very lighthearted. It was very playful of a video. And right after she uploaded that, she got a lot of backlash from the community. And people were saying, you know, this is a trolling video. They're assuming that. People were just pissed off. And I don't know. I kind of thought it was a cute video. I'm not on, you know, I'm all about love. That's love if it were the other way around. I think we need to be focusing on this, not my breasts, but on love, okay? Now, time will tell if Trish is a lying sack of shit, okay? We will figure that out in time. But when somebody makes a video and they're coming out and they're making this statement to the world that they're trans, it's kind of a huge deal, especially if they have a huge viewership, okay? Just saying, okay? Now, how they go about that? Well, I don't know. Am I like the trans police? No. Are you? No. Okay? So how can we like be so judgmental on how somebody comes out and actually does something that is extremely courageous? Okay? Now, you might say, well, Trish is in the gay, like, knows a lot of gay people, knows a lot of trans people probably, and should know that coming out in the way that she did, sort of the laissez-faire kind of way, was not really cool because trans and what we're going through politically right now is kind of freaking heavy. But here's what I have to say about that. One, okay, think about this. All right. Remember when you were baby trans, or maybe you're baby trans right now, okay? You probably make gaffes. You probably wear one too. But like, you definitely said shit that was not okay. It was like totally flying in the face of, it was probably, who knows what you said. I can't even, there's videos of shit that I've said. If you go back, you can go back on this channel. There's some cringy shit that I've done, right? We've all done it. When we're sort of like on this euphoric journey of self-discovery and announcing to the world, this is who I am, right? So we cannot police, or we shouldn't, about how someone approaches that stuff. Because that's, man, they're in this kind of like, I don't know, I see Trish as in that euphoric stage where they announce themselves to the world. It's like a beautiful thing, like, rah, rah, this is me. And it's playful. And I've been there. I remember the first time that I was able to be myself, like for any length of time. This is before I went full time. I actually went and saw a friend of mine in Dallas, Texas. Shout out Lindsay Stone. Shout out. And for a week, I was full time. And during that time, I had so much fun because I could be myself all the time. And I didn't really know anyone at the time in Dallas, so it was great. It was like, you know, I don't know. It was a great experience. I was happy. I was playful. Did I have all the answers? No. Did I know what I was going to do and how I was going to do it and maybe the ethical way of being a trans person or whatever? No. And I have a little bit of snot right there. So no, I didn't have all the answers. I definitely probably said shit that I wasn't supposed to say or do or whatever. I probably, here's another criticism that people have for Trish. They say that she, in her video where she comes out as trans, sort of contradicts herself. She says things like, I don't identify with, or like basically like identify with being a male and female, and am I trans? Yes. Do I hate my gender as I am now? No. And people were saying, well, if you don't dislike the gender you are already, then you're not really trans. That sort of thing. She sort of is waffling. And if you've watched any of her videos, it's just, sometimes she eats a waffle. I don't know. I mean, that's just who she is. She likes to kind of be somewhere in the middle, and that's fine. But here's the thing. Now, let's be honest, y'all. You remember the time, you remember like before you really came out, for those people that are like going to transition fully, and I mean that like full time, right? As one, male or female, we'll just go there. I'm sorry for all the, don't hate me, but I'm trying to use this as like, I'm trying to, for the sake of argument, right? Okay, we're gonna do the binary thing right now, all right? Don't kill me. No one's gonna watch this video anyway, that's all right. So, let's be honest. We've all been somewhere in the middle. We've all been like, oh, I want to do that. Oh, yeah, I want to wear those shoes out. Oh, no, I don't. Nope. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I'm totally going to do this transition thing. Oh, no, I can't. Family, I got a job. What am I going to do? I have kids, whatever. And like, okay, to be honest, you remember also like purging all your shit, right? You go through these cycles every 6 months where you would buy a bunch of clothes offline and then you would purge all that shit because you decided that this is just some sick and twisted joke that you're playing on yourself and you're not going to actually transition. So we've all been there somewhere in the middle. And the thing is that we have to see Trish where she is. And I'm saying she because up until now that seems to be the pronouns that Trish wants. So, I'm just trying to, until Trish tells me differently, I'm just going to say she. Sorry, I just, whatever. Trish, okay? Don't hate me. Don't police me now, okay? I'm feeling guilt right now. But anyway, so my whole point is the backlash that Trish got was legendary, sort of. And it was like trans people were coming out, they were making these videos breaking down how she's wrong about things, how she's being contradictory, how she's being someone who's exploring their gender and maybe a little afraid on the inside of going full throttle because it's scary as shit. Especially when you're Trish and you have a lot of viewership, you are sort of, quasi-famous or whatever, D-list famous, So like give Trish a break. Stop being so judgy. Stop it. I'm sick of hearing this like, oh my God, this is gonna ruin our community. It's not. It's not. We are stronger than that. We are totally stronger than that. We have survived Caitlyn Jenner. We have survived Blair White. We're surviving Blair White. And honestly, my stance on Blair White, she frustrates the shit out of me most of the time. But I think in general, the whole devil's advocate kind of, if you really think about this from a 30,000 foot view, the whole like Blair White is sort of like the devil's advocate of the community. And I, on some level, can appreciate that. But I don't agree with her on pretty much anything. But anyway, that's another video for another time. Back to Trish and back to our community and us being strong, okay, as a community. There is room for everyone at the table, especially those who are questioning, especially those who are in between, for those who do not have the language, are still trying to figure this stuff out. Honestly, check your internet privilege, okay, kids, all right? Because back before, when I was growing up and before, no one had, like this shit was rarely even written about, let alone on the internet. The internet wasn't even there. I had the internet when I was I didn't get that shit in my house until I was like 13, 14. Before that, It was the Apple II computers in the library, okay? And those are fucking cool. Like, those were the shit, by the way. Like, let me think. There was like a really cool, there was like an Indiana Jones game. There was the, what's the other one that I can't think of right now? Oh, Oregon Trail. That's it. That was so fucking cool. So anyway, there were no games about trannies. And there were no games about gender dysphoria, and there was nothing about that. We didn't have resources like we do today, and especially before me, you know, and when I was growing up. So we need to stop being, like, I know that everyone's so woke these days, okay? But that doesn't mean that, like, when you're trying to figure this shit out and put words to it, you can read as many blogs and watch vlogs and do whatever and go into forums, but you're still trying to figure it out. So can we stop policing language when it comes to this? It's infuriating to me because we're stronger than this. We are. We'll get through this. Trish Paytas is not going to bring down the trans community. It's just not going to happen. Take that from an old lady, okay? It's just not going to happen. Trish, if she's lying and fibbing, that's going to come out. The truth will be the truth in time. She makes videos like a lot, okay? Now, if Trish comes out and says, no, I'm not trans or whatever else, that doesn't even mean necessarily that she was lying. It means she was exploring. And what's so wrong with that? What's so wrong with exploring? Now, should she say that I'm a trans man or whatever else? Okay, look, again, gaff time. We all have done it. We've all done it. Okay, so just give Trish a break. Give Trish a break. What do you think? I'm gonna try to link her video down in the description. I was supposed to be doing my makeup. Didn't really happen. Oh, also, so I like Chanel, as you know, but I've been also toying around with the House Laboratories. So we have like a German house, German and French thing going on here in my makeup. And so it's Lady Gaga's line. I kind of like it. I like the eyeliner is pretty dope, not bad. Lip liner, whatever. I feel like the lip liner you need to put on second. I think like the gloss goes on first to me, and then you put the liner on, which you get some of the gloss in the liner, but whatever, you're gonna be, it all goes to the same place. It's like when you eat pizza and then eat ice cream, and then you're like, should I really be eating this? And you're like together, and I'm like, well, it's all gonna go in the same place. You're gonna shit it out eventually. We all end up food. Think about that. But anyway, I hope this video was entertaining. I really wanted to convey probably more coherently what I was going for, and it just didn't work this time. Sorry. But we need, I guess, what I really want to say, what I really want to drive home is that we've survived through a lot of shit as the trans community. We're surviving this administration. We need each other. We need the people that are questioning. We need the people that are somewhere in the middle. Hell, we even need the people that are trans for political purposes. They annoy me, but we need them too. We need people that are not up. We need people that, you know, we need to just band together like some filthy bandits. Because really, we don't want to be, I don't think, like them. And when I say them, I mean the judgy assholes that are trying to condemn the trans community, the alt-right, you know, the alt-right people, commentators and leaders and everything. We don't want to be judgy assholes like them, okay? We want to be colorful as fuck. We want to live our lives. And what else do we want to do? I can't think of anything better than being as colorful as fuck and living your life. I don't know. Anyway, this is a long video. I'm not gonna go to the 20-minute mark. I refuse. So until next time, thank you for listening.